Hi friends, I'm Teacher Ulrich. How are you today? Great. Thanks for joining me so that we can start with a brand new lesson from Wordly Wise Book 5. Today, you and I will begin Lesson 11. We start with Day 1. What you will need for today's lesson is the word list 11. Word list 11 from Book 5. Today we will talk about the words and their different meanings. Now these meanings are word types. So the word types are nouns, which are name words, verbs, which are doing words, adjectives, words which describe nouns, adverbs, words which describe verbs, and sometimes even place names. So let's begin at the top of Lesson 11. So, let's have a look. The first word we can see here. We can see the word, and here at the bottom of the word is a pronunciation guide. So this tells you how to pronounce the word. The word here is accelerate. Let's follow the pronunciation guide. Accelerate. Accelerate. Now we can see here that accelerate has 1, 2 verb meanings. So it's things you can do. The first meaning for accelerate is to go or to cause to go faster. If you go faster than what you're doing, than what you're going, you accelerate. The morning train quickly accelerated once it leaves the station. Now you can see in this video the guy accelerating on his motorcycle. He's causing it to go faster and faster. He is accelerating. The second verb for accelerate is to bring about at an earlier time. If you make something happen sooner than expected, you accelerate it. Increased sunlight, so more sunlight, accelerates the growth of plants. Did you know that? So if a plant gets more sunlight, it accelerates the growth of the plant. Say the plant usually takes 2 months to grow to maturity. More light will help it to grow to maturity in 1 month. Accelerate it. Now let's say accelerate together. Accelerate. Great. The next word is altitude. Altitude. Altitude is the name, so it has a noun meaning. It's the name of height above sea level or Earth's surface. Mexico City lies at an altitude of almost 8,000 feet. Do you know at what altitude you live? I know I live at higher altitude. I live at an altitude of 1,600 meters. See, this is in feet. Now in my country we follow imperial measurements, so that is meters. Here we can see some altitude measurements. The peak of a mountain is very high altitude. At the beach, that is sea level. Next, it is anxious. Anxious. Anxious has two adjective meanings. 1, 2. So we use this word or these meanings to describe a noun. First, we use anxious to describe someone or something that is worried or concerned. So concerned is a synonym for anxious. Remember that. I am anxious about how I did on the Spanish test. I'm concerned about it. Anxious, the second adjective meaning, we use this word to describe someone who is eager, wishing strongly. After writing to each other for over a year, the two pen pals are anxious to meet. So they're eager to meet. So anxious can be worried, I'm anxious, or yeah, I'm anxious, I want to do it. It's like a feeling of excitement. Anxiety. Anxiety is a different form of the word. This is a popular word. Anxiety has a noun meaning. This is how you pronounce it. Anxiety. Anxiety is the name of great uneasiness or concern. It's the name of a feeling. I feel anxiety. I have anxiety. The feeling of uneasiness or concern. Our anxiety grew as the day of the big test approached. So they had anxiety, but it got more and more and more as they got closer to the test. So let's say anxious, anxious. Let's say anxiety, anxiety. Great. It's good to say it, to remember it. The next word is brace. Brace has two verb meanings. First, to brace is to make stronger by giving support to. Mom braced the table leg with a metal strip to keep it from wobbling. So you can brace something to make it stronger. The second verb meaning, brace, is to make ready for a shock, to prepare. So usually you would say brace for impact. If someone is going to hit me on my arm, I will brace by tightening my arm. And then it doesn't hurt as much. Brace. After the bus driver's warning, I grabbed the pole and braced myself for a bump. In an airplane, this is how you should brace if there is going to be a crash. You brace like this. Hold your head down. Brace also has a noun meaning. Brace is the name of something that is used to support a weak part. Now you will see people that wear a brace. See, this is a leg brace. I wore a brace on my leg for 4 weeks after I injured it doing a high jump. So the brace holds your leg in place. It supports your leg. Brace. A leg brace. Some people wear a back brace to support their back, or a neck brace. Bracing. Bracing is a different form of the word. We use this word to describe when giving energy to, refreshing. So this has an adjective meaning. Something can be bracing. So if it's refreshing, it makes you feel energized. Like fresh air in the morning. It's bracing. It's refreshing. After spending most of the summer in the city, we found the cool mountain air wonderfully bracing. When you spend the day outside in the hot sun, you find the air conditioning and a cold glass of water bracing. The next word is confident. I apologize. Confident. Confident has an adjective meaning. We use the word confident to describe people who are certain, they're sure, usually of themselves. We are confident we will win Saturday's hockey game. I'm not scared, I'm confident. I'm not anxious, I'm confident. Confidence is a different form of the word. Confidence has a noun meaning. This is the name of the feeling of a lack of doubt, a feeling of being certain. I have confidence. My parents showed their confidence in me by letting me repair the car by myself. So his parents showed a feeling of being certain. Yes, they showed confidence. You can do it. I'm going to win the game. I show confidence. Oh, I don't know if we're going to win. That's not confidence. The second noun meaning for confidence is the name of trust in another to keep a secret. So you say something in confidence. Let me tell you something in confidence. Then that means it's a secret. Let me tell you something in confidence. Just me and you. Because Felix told me this in confidence, I cannot answer your question. So if you want to tell someone a secret, you can say, let me tell you this in confidence. Or if you told someone a secret and they told someone else, you can say, no, that's not right. I told you that in confidence. So I told you that as a secret. So just remember that meaning too. The next word is contact. Contact. Contact has two noun meanings. The first noun, contact, is the name of the touching or joining of two things. My fingers make contact. They touch. Contact with a live wire will give you an electric shock. So if you touch a live wire, an electric wire, you'll get a shock. Contact with some plants can cause an infection. The second noun meaning, contact, is the name of the condition of being in communication with others. So this means to communicate. Before the telephone was invented, people usually stayed in contact by writing letters. I will contact my friend to find out. I will communicate with him. I'll contact him. Are you still in contact with your friends from many years ago? I am still in contact with some of my old friends, so we still communicate. Contact also has a verb meaning. To contact is to communicate with someone. So if you contact someone, you communicate with them. You can contact people in different ways. You can send them a message. You can phone them. You can send them an email. You can send them a Twitter. You can do so many different things. You can video call. That's how you contact people. The Apollo astronauts could not contact Earth while their spaceship was traveling behind the moon. That's interesting. So astronauts could not contact Earth when they are behind the moon. Contact. Who do you contact most often on your cell phone? Do you contact your mom? Hey mom, I need money. Do you contact your friends? The next word is exalt. Exalt has a verb meaning. To exult is to be joyful, to show great happiness. Yippee! I exulted. Senator Gray's supporters exulted when she easily won re-election. So they were very happy. Exult. Exultant is a different form of the word. Exultant has an adjective meaning. We use this word to describe something or someone who is very happy. This guy is exultant. Teresa was exultant when she crossed the 10K finish line first. So if you see a number with K, that K means 1,000. So 10,000 meters. So that's 10 kilometers or kilometers. So with distance, it means kilometers. With money, if it's 10K yen, it's 10,000. Just know that. So it is exult and exultant. Next, hangar. Hangar is the name of a building where aircraft are kept and repaired. Where do you see hangars? At the airport. Good job. The pilot steered the plane out of the hangar and onto the runway. Hangar. The next word is maximum. Maximum is the name of the greatest or highest number or amount. The maximum. It's the biggest it can be. The largest bus we have for school trips holds a maximum of 50 people. So the most people it can hold is 50. You'll see this sign for that. Maximum capacity, 50 people. So the most people it can take is 50. Look on an elevator. Sometimes you'll see maximum weight, this much. So it cannot go more than that. Maximum also has an adjective meaning. We use this word to describe things which are the greatest or highest number or amount, a maximum. The maximum speed of this car is 80 miles per hour. See, we use it to describe something else. Speed is the noun. What speed? Maximum speed. Oh, okay. The next word is methodical. Methodical has an adjective meaning. So we use this word to describe something which is done in a regular, orderly way. Orderly is something that makes sense, right? Our methodical search of the house failed to turn up any evidence of the lost key. Methodical search. So first you look in the rooms, then you look on the beds, then you look under the beds. You do it methodically, not just randomly. Random is the antonym for methodical. What is something else you do in a methodical way? I methodically make a cake. I can't just start with the eggs, then the milk, then the dough. No, a methodical way. First the dough, then the butter, then the milk, then the eggs. Methodical. The next word is nonchalant. Nonchalant. This is a common word. You'll hear this often. Nonchalant. Nonchalant has an adjective meaning. We use this word to describe people who have the appearance of not caring, seeming to show a lack of concern. La-di-da-di-da. Nonchalant. So someone can have a nonchalant attitude. See, like him. He doesn't care. He is very nonchalant. He's a nonchalant guy. Your nonchalant attitude to schoolwork worries your parents. So if you have a nonchalant attitude to schoolwork, that's not good, because then you show, I don't care about schoolwork, I don't want to do it. Nonchalant attitude. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. The next word is proceed. Proceed. To proceed is to go on, especially after stopping for a while. To continue. Continue is proceed. That's a synonym for proceed. The subway train proceeded on its way after I got off at 14th Street. So a subway train stops at a station, then it proceeds to the next one. See, it goes on after stopping. Great. Sometimes in class you will hear, we will take a 5-minute break before we proceed to the next activity, before we go on. The next word is saunter. Saunter. Saunter has a verb and noun meaning. To saunter is to walk without hurrying, to stroll in a relaxed, unhurried manner. You're just walking to walk, to saunter. Pedestrians saunter along the river bank, enjoying the afternoon sunshine. So you just walk in a relaxed way, saunter. Saunter also has a noun meaning. This is the name of a relaxed, unhurried walk. I walk with a saunter. Let's saunter down the road. Don't hurry, just let's saunter. Our saunter around the park was abruptly terminated by a violent thunderstorm. Where do you like to saunter? In the park? Next to the river? When you are late? Not when you're late, then you rush. The next word is solo. Now, solo has a noun, adjective, and verb meaning. Solo is the name of a musical piece for one voice or a single instrument. A solo song is a song that one person sings. The long guitar solo was the best part of the rock concert. So a guitar solo is a musical piece where only the guitar plays. A drum solo is a musical piece where only the drums are playing. No one is singing, no one is playing guitar, only the drums. It's solo. Solo also has an adjective meaning. We use the word solo to describe people or things that are made or done by one person. Solo. I told my mom I would do a solo cleaning of the kitchen so she could take a break. Solo, alone. I'm going to the park solo. I'm going alone. Solo also has a verb meaning. So to solo is to fly alone, especially for the first time. Solo, so this is a flight word. So the pilot flies alone, he flies solo. Most student pilots solo after 10 hours of lessons. So most student pilots can only solo after 10 hours of lessons. Before that, they are not allowed to solo. The final word is stall. Stall. Now, stall is the name of a place for an animal in a barn. It's like a room in a barn. A barn is a big wooden structure on a farm where animals live. Now, a stall is a place for an animal in a barn. Each horse in the barn had its own stall. The second noun meaning for stall is the name of a small stand or booth where things are sold. At flea markets or markets, you'll see many stalls. It's a stand where things are sold. I purchased this pottery at one of the stalls at the country fair. Stall. If you had a stall, what would you sell? I think I would sell something easy. Maybe food, but something easy to make because I don't like cooking. Stall. Stall also has two verb meanings. The first verb meaning for stall is to suddenly lose power. He will stall the engine if he doesn't give the car some gas. So, to suddenly lose power. If an airplane is flying and it loses power, it stalls. The second verb meaning for stall is to delay by being evasive. So you can stall someone, you can delay them. I tried to stall the teacher by saying I had lost my book, so he tried to delay the teacher. You can usually stall to create time. Say your friend didn't do his homework and the teacher is checking. You can make a conversation with the teacher to stall so that your friend has enough time to finish their homework. That's how you stall. And friends, that's it for day 1. Today, we looked at all the words and we discussed their meanings. Well done! Remember to practice their meanings in your own time. And also remember to join me next in day 2. For day 2, you can bring along word list 11 as well as activity 11A. We'll be doing activity 11A together in day 2. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next in day 2. Bye for now.